I'm gonna go get brother. Hi, buddy.
Oh, hi, big boy.
My daddy.
Hi, big boy. In your big boy bed.
Look, he could have got up and got that, and now he gets it. How did you do in your big boy bed?
Did you sleep last night all the way through?
Can you turn off your music? Good job.
And Bobby.
It's one.
It's one. Oh, you're looking for the numbers? How did you sleep in your bed?
One.
Two.
Two. There's two of us. Well, there's three of us with sister, but you sometimes don't count her.
Two.
There's two. It's a 1, 2.
1, 2. Oh, okay. I'm still gonna go get my milk.
Well, it'd be funny if you guys all came back and sat on his bed.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Two.
Oh.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Milk.
My milk.
My milk.
You did so good, buddy.
He said that because I always my.
Good morning, guys. So Phoenix did so good in his bed last night. The last clip on yesterday's vlog, I kind of wrote it in. Don't know if people saw it, but he got up. So I went and I read him a story. I put him to bed, gave him his milk. I said, "Good night. You gotta stay in bed. It's night time." And I turned off the light and walked out. I put on his little night light stars thing. And he stood in there for a little bit, and then he all of a sudden got up, turned off his music, ran to the door to open it, realized it didn't open, and then I said, "You gotta go to bed. It's night time." And then he's like, night time, and then he put on the music and ran back to bed. And then probably 10-15 minutes later, he did it again. He turned off the music and ran to the door. I find it so funny that he doesn't get up to go play with toys or something. He gets up, turns off the music, and leaves. Like, he wants to be out of his room type of thing. Like, there's so much things that he can do, but that's what he wants to do. He wants to be up and go out of the room. On the camera it looks like there's something on the wall there, but there isn't when I look back. That's crazy. So he did that twice, and then the second time I'm like, you gotta go back to bed, and through the monitor, and he went back to bed. So it's kind of good that the door was locked, because if not, then he would just be opening it and running out. So I have to figure out, maybe after a couple days he won't do that anymore, until it's time to get up. I don't know. But so then he just got back in his bed and he just did the usual. He played with his little suitcase thing. That's the only thing I had in there. And then he just felt like pushed it aside and laid down, got comfortable. He was putting his legs up. He normally puts his legs up on the bar, but there was no bar. It's like halfway, so he was kind of putting it up like that. And there comes a little miss. I have to do her 12-month update. So he was just doing that, and then he knocked out. So, no, that's Mama's. No, say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi, guys. So, and then he knocked out, and he was out till this morning. And then this morning, I saw when he woke up. They both woke up pretty early, but I saw when he woke up, and he just woke up and was sitting there. What are you trying to get? You want your water? Here. Thank you. And he was just sitting there playing with his ABCs again. And then I just wanted to wait a while just to see what he would do. And then he got up once, turned off the music, ran to the door. When he saw that it didn't open, he just ran back, like by himself. I didn't say nothing. He ran back, put the music back on, and laid back down. So it was kind of like, oh, it's not open yet, I can't go out type of thing. And then that was it. And then right after he did that, shortly after he did that, I came downstairs. I got his bottle. Well, his cup of milk, and my husband, and we went upstairs, and that was a clip you saw before this. He was just sitting there, and so far so good. I just want to find a different solution for the door. I think everything else right now is pretty good. I think it was really important for us to leave the crib, turn the crib into a toddler bed, because it still gives him that same familiar of the crib. He likes being in his crib. Avery, come here, mama. Look. Look. He's trying to do his ABCs. Come here. Okay. He's putting the ABC magnets on the heater. Look, Avery. What's this? She's like, Mom, I don't care about that. I want to be here with my brother. Look, Avery. So I think that was really important because he still feels surrounded by the 3 sides, and it's still like when I tell him go back to your crib or, you know, go back to your bed, like he knows that that's what that's for. It's for sleeping. So I think if we just brought in a whole new bed, it would kind of be like, well, what is this type of thing? I don't know. So we're gonna stay with that for a while, and then slowly transition him to just like a regular toddler bed or a twin bed or whatever we decide doing, because that crib is done for. Like, it can't be a crib again. I broke one of the sides, and you know, Avery still sleeps with us in our room and then the playpen, so we're not going to use it. When it's time for her, maybe she'll get a bed or a crib, we don't know. But anyway, so I think that was very important and very key to his transitioning, leaving the crib and just taking that one part out. So far so good. Let's see how nap time goes today. And I wanted to mention, somebody left me a comment saying how they like how I'm real, and you know, I'm try to sugarcoat things or make things seem so perfect, and I appreciate that, because I don't want when somebody leaves me a comment like, oh, your relationship is so perfect, your marriage is so perfect, or your life is so perfect, I don't like those comments, because my life is not perfect, and I try to show that as much as I can, because this is real. I'm a crybaby. I cry a lot when it comes to certain things. Like, that's just how I let my frustration out. So it always seems a lot worse than it really is, because I'm crying about it, and it wasn't crazy serious. He wasn't napping, she wasn't napping, and then they eventually napped. But in the moment, I'm so frustrated, and crying is the only thing that kind of lets that frustration out. So even if it's not like crazy serious, or it might seem to others like, oh, get over it, this is mom life, I know that, but crying and talking about it is kind of what just kind of helps me through it. So that's why I like vlogging, because I can talk to you guys and I can cry about it and get through it and be understood. So thank you for your comments. I really appreciate that. I never want my life to seem perfect, because it definitely is not perfect in any which way, and I want people to feel like they can relate and they're not alone. Like, when I watch certain people's vlogs, I'm kind of like, oh, like, how perfect is that? Like, I don't want people to think that when they see my vlogs. I want them to think, wow, I go through that same struggle. If you do, I hope you don't go through struggles, but like, wow, I'm not alone, and I too get frustrated when, you know, they're babies and they don't nap, and that's a part of being a mom. But it's still frustrating regardless if it's a part of being a mom or not. We still get frustrated, and sometimes you feel bad. You're like, looking back when I edit, I'm kind of like I was so dramatic, or I was so upset, and it ended up being okay. But that's what happens when you're a mom and you're stressed and you're tired and all this other stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling, and we're waiting for therapy to start. John is upstairs resting because he had a tough night sleeping. He only slept, I think, 3 hours, he said, because he feels like he can't breathe, and then it gives him anxiety and stuff. But they're actually playing pretty good. He's giving her like the next letter, so let me show you guys. No, 0. You telling her no? Oh, no, 2. What's next? He gives it to her. Oh, give it to brother. Oh, good job. You're playing so nicely, buddy. You're doing so good. Sharing with sister. Oh, nice, nice, Avery. Oh, so sweet. Oh, Avery, we do nice to brother, right? Nice, nice. She's in that stage. And he takes it pretty good. Oh, what's next? Oh, that is so cute. He gives it to her to give to him. Good sharing, buddy. Good make. Oh. Yes. Good job making her a part of it instead of pushing her away from you. Good job. I'm so proud of you, buddy. This is so cute. Look, he's like, all right, get these out of your hand. Put the tea in there. That's what's next. Yay! Good job. So she went with Daddy. This has to go in the garage, and this is what I cleaned, how far I could get before therapy was over. Pretty good. Got all these situated a little bit. Some clothes on, new clothes. And I now have to clean all that next time. So, Avery is now napping with Daddy, and I'm like watching them on the monitor just in case she moves. I don't want her to like start moving a lot and hit his nose. But she woke up from Phoenix's bed. I laid her there because my husband wasn't laying on the bed, so I was like, just lay her here and then move her to the playpen. But she was like sleeping, and then she just sat up, and then she was like, and then I grabbed her really quick and laid her on the bed, because that always like instantly falls her back to sleep. So my husband just had to leave her there, but I'm watching. Then Phoenix had a good therapy session, and now he's in his room napping. Not napping. He has gotten up from the bed now. He has not tried to leave though or open the door at all, but he like got a different toy and brought it to his bed and then put it back, and now he's kind of standing next to the bed. So I keep telling him, you have to lay down, it's night time, and then he's like, night time. So this is gonna be a little work in progress, I guess, for nap time. I guess bedtime is kind of like, it's dark in there, so he didn't even think of getting the toys. But this is his first time napping with the bed, so he brings it back to the bed and sits and plays with it and then puts it back. So maybe he'll eventually lay down, but I just keep telling him it's nighttime, lay down. I don't want to go in there because I feel like, one, it's nap time, and John and Avery are sleeping. I feel like it's just going to cause more of a commotion. Every time I do tell him lay back down or get back in the bed, he does. So hopefully he'll just get tired and lay down, because he did wake up pretty early today. So that's what I'm hoping for. But if not, if he just has quiet time in there and I can watch him, and I have his other monitor on him facing the other way. It's upstairs right now, but I can see him here. But if I couldn't see him in this one, I can go to that one and I see the other side of the room. But he's staying on his bed, like I said. So, well, let's see how this goes. Hopefully he gets a nap in, though. So I went upstairs because I couldn't see Phoenix in this monitor anymore. And I went, and I will insert a picture here of him and what I saw in the other monitor. So I decided that I had to go inside. So I went into his room and I put him back into the bed, and I said, okay, it's night time, you have to stay in your bed. And he was like looking towards the door, like kind of like wanted to go, like, oh, you're here to get me. And but he stayed in his bed. He started crying a little bit, and I said, I'll see you in a little bit, I love you, and I left. And then he was crying, whining really loud, and so this happened. She woke up, but then he whined on the bed. He did not get off, and then he laid down and whirled around, and now he is asleep. So, but yesterday at nap time, when he kept climbing out of the crib, it was still the crib, when I went in and put him in, that's when he actually stood there. So maybe the first time he gets off the bed, instead of telling him through the monitor, maybe if I go in and put him back, then he'll stay. I don't know, but it worked, and she woke up, but that was fine because she's been sleeping 2 hours. So now she's having some snacks, and Daddy went to the store to get some medicine, and so it's good. So he's napping. That's what's important. So I guess the room is a mess because he was laying there playing, but I guess that's probably what the key thing is for me, to actually go back in and lay him down, which sometimes is hard because right now Avery was laying with John, so that was fine. But if I'm there laying with her, trying to get her to sleep at the same time that he gets up for the first time. I can't leave her on the bed and go, because then she's gonna end up like waking up because she saw me leave, you know. So it's not always gonna be that easy, but it's a work in progress, and so far so good. So I'm gonna try to film her 12-month update. Look at her. Hey, what are you laughing about? Mwah. Mwah. Someone saw me sweeping and went to get her her broom. And you helping me? You helping me? Thank you. Oh, thank you for helping me clean up your mess.
Just got off the phone with the doctor.
Just a good little helper. Oh, hi. She had just fell asleep. We came out the house, just me and Avery. She's her first time in a new car seat. I have a car seat that's similar to this. It's hard to get this reclining thing to like move positions. I don't know. Still have to like figure it out. Okay, Mama. Okay. And I forgot her shoes, and her shirt is a mess. So yeah, this is a great mommy moment. We just kind of ran out the house because Phoenix was entertained and Daddy could stay with him just a little while. He can't change his diaper or anything where he has to put his head a certain way. So I changed him and was like, all right, we got probably an hour. Right? Come on. So I forgot her shoes. Hey, so happy with this little card. Huh? Are you excited to have that card in your hand? She's giving it to the lady like she was going to pay. Cheese. Can you go say cheese? So I just took a picture of Avery, and then after I took it, she ran by the door. Look, look, look. Cheese? Because that's where I always take her picture. Cheese? Cheese? Oh, what a pretty girl. So she already knows. She already knows. That's where Mommy takes the pictures? Cheese? Cheese. Why is your purse? Get your purse. You can take a picture with your purse. Yeah, yeah. And your new nightgown. Are you going out? Before she had the credit card in her hand and the purse. And she was saying bye. You just had to. Oh, cheese? Okay. Cheese. Oh, say cheese. Oh, pretty girl. Yeah. It's your purse. Oh my goodness, we're in trouble with you, little girl.